Ну что, приступим? Будем заканчивать с Манааном. Добрый вечер, добрый вечер. Что? Надзиратель. Все-таки успел съесть, да, одного человека? Ну, это неплохое начало для каннибала. Не, я не видел. Скорее всего, окрошечку готовил. Так вот от чего тебя лечили. Каннибал, который заболел от того, что съел человеческого мяса. Да. И зачем эта характеристика нужна? Начнем заседание. Чтобы стресс снимать. Поедаешь людей? Удобно. Может быть, просто его сдать? Потому что не хочу темную сторону. Я сделал все, чтобы Санли признали невиновным. Посмотрим.
It is an honor to see justice served, and I will see Sunry is executed for the crime he has committed.
The man I saw leaving, Sunry, left before I heard the blaster shot.
Impossible!
Возможно, сит вонючий. Всего лишь 200 кредитов. Ну, или 100.
You are Firith Me, the well-known Pazak player. I wonder if we can trust the word of a gambler as reliable testimony.
Ваша честь, протестую. Какого хуя? Принижение.
Well, I came out into the hallway after hearing the blaster shot and saw Sunry over there limping down the hall out of the building.
A very obvious point, Your Honors. The accused was seen leaving the scene of the crime after the blaster that killed Elassa was fired.
У меня больше нет вопросов. Эласа темный джедай, не так ли?
Yes, from what I could tell, she carried a lightsaber under that cloak of hers.
Objection! That doesn't prove she was a Jedi.
Есть. Также Санли мог причинить ей вред, если был инвалидом.
Well, he was moving pretty fast running away, but yeah, I mean, how could he kill a Sith warrior in combat? I don't know for sure.
Так, судья. Ох вы. Видели ли вы непосредственно, как произошло убийство?
You mean actually see him kill her with my own eyes? Well, no, but I don't think there could have been anyone else there.
У меня больше нет вопросов. Да нет, срать мне на них.
Glupor the Rhodian, you were staying in the hotel the night of the murder and saw Sunry leaving Elassa's room, didn't you?
Glupor jiking mata Sunry mulira. King kunju pashak glupor. No ba mulira sit kilai kunka.
This is clear, then, that Sunry left the room with the Sith Elassa already dead behind him.
Так, вот этот у меня будет доступно после первого вопроса. Вы видели, как Санри убил Эласу?
Glupor tanghi mamaji glupor aki unkotung sit. Glupor no mulira chuni mulira tong Sunry. King ba no konik dorcha. Chubaka chupa glupor. Chawa whisky sit.
Хочу. Это вы подкинули медали Лассе?
Glupor, glupor.
Don't do it, Glupor.
Glupor kan kindavik nibora tong chitsa.
Lies! Slander! I object!
Glupor wonky.
Глупор вонки. У меня нет вопросов. Не.
You, Elora, are Sunry's lawful wife. Your husband was a hero in the last war between the Sith Empire and the Republic. He was crippled in that war. Do you not believe he'd blame the Sith for his injury?
Yes, I guess he would.
And there you have motive. Sunry seeks revenge on the Sith for what they did to him and killed Elasa.
Бля, Сith. Что за хуйня? Как-то натянуто слишком. Правда ли, что у вашего мужа был роман с Лассой?
Yes. Yes, it was true. He was having an affair with that Sith harlot.
It seems painfully obvious that he killed her to keep her quiet about the affair.
Да, помалки висит.
He'd been seeing her for some time, I think. But he said he was going to change. He'd gone there that night to end it. We talked the night before and he'd promised. But now things have become so very complicated.
Ну, в какой-то мере он расстался. Может быть, зря я задал этот вопрос. Надо было только вот эти два задавать. Санри был инвалидом. Мог ли он убить Илассу?
He was a good man, but his injuries pained him terribly. But he always held on, always persevered. I don't think he could have beaten her or anything like that. But a blaster? I just don't know.
Блять. Зря я ее спрашиваю. У меня вопросов нет. Ну, да нет. Тут уже финал.
I wish to call forth Sunry himself, Your Honors. Are you a war hero, Mr. Sunry? You fought in wars against the Sith Empire, correct?
Yes, that's right. And I don't regret it either. The Republic needs its heroes.
Indeed. Would you say that you dislike the Sith, even hate them?
Of course I hate them. Trying to take over the galaxy every chance they get, killing millions of innocents?
Pure politics. Were you in Elasa's room on the night of the murder?
Well, yes, I was. I had been having an affair with Elasa and my wife, yes. But I realized how wrong I'd been, and I was going there to end it.
You were having an affair with a Sith, you wanted to end it quickly and quietly, so you killed her from behind and tried to flee.
No,
I think we can see the answer clear enough, Mr. Sunry.
Вы собирались с ней расстаться. Могли ли ситхи возражать против этого?
Yes, I think they would. They wouldn't want to lose one of their sources, even though I didn't give them anything. They might have killed her for her failure. Or they might have thought she'd turn against them or something like that.
The Sith Empire is not the barbaric institution you portray it to be.
Элса была шпионов, не так ли?
Of
Шпионом.
course she was. Why would a young, beautiful Sith woman get with an old cripple like me?
Блин. Думаешь? У меня больше нет вопросов. Ну, выносите вердикт уже.
I think the facts in this case are very straightforward. Sunri was having an affair with Elasa. He sought to end it, and the simplest, quickest method, given his hatred of the Sith, was to simply kill her. Witnesses saw Sunri fleeing the scene, and material evidence places him there at the time of the murder as well. I am confident that any informed observation of the facts will lead the judges, Your Honors, to this very conclusion.
Ситхи — это очевидное зло, и они все подстроили.
Objection!
Ну вот именно, тихо. Никто на самом деле не видел убийцу.
Well, that doesn't mean a thing. He was there, running from the room.
Санри хотел с ней расстаться, а потому ситхи убили ее.
The Sith would not leave the medal of her killer clutched in her hand.
Ну... А, пожалуй, все. Легчайшее дело для адвоката
Your
Боба.
Honors, no!
I knew you wouldn't let the Republic down.
Oh, Sunry, I'm so glad.
Elora, thank you for saving me. I don't know how I can repay you. Elora and I are going to leave here and get as far away from all this as soon as we can. I and the Republic will not forget what you've done for us. Thank you.
Только не понял темной стороны. Слава богу. Ну, получается, все. Это, да. Мне сюда, наверное.
So, do we have a deal?
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away.
Угу. Поговорим с представителем. Надо еще до контина добраться. Сдать квест. Только я не помню, где контина. Ладно, пофигу.
Have you managed to retrieve the data from our drawer?
Да, вот.
Excellent. It does not appear to have been tampered with, so the Sith did not manage to copy its contents yet. And now for your information. We are not supposed to speak of this, but since you are a Jedi and we have exhausted all the other options, I think I can entrust you with this. As you know, the Republic is fighting for its very existence against the evil of the Sith Empire. As you also undoubtedly know, we're doing very poorly. We need much in the way of supplies and material to stem the tide of battle and bring us victory. Manan is the sole source of KOTOR, the most powerful medical substance in the galaxy. Frankly, we need as much of it as we can get.
Что предприняла республика?
The Selkath conservatives, with their neutrality treaties, seek to treat the Sith and the Republic equally. This includes KOTOR exports. But a few more far-sighted Selkath see that if the Sith are ever allowed to win, the galaxy will be plunged into darkness, and there would be nothing to stop them from taking Manan anyway. So we made a deal.
Вы нарушили договор?
Shh, not so loud. Yes, it is a technical violation of the treaty, but it is sanctioned by elements of the Selkath government. We need only to keep it hidden from the Sith. We recently began construction of a secret underground facility to harvest KOTOR directly at its source. We also hope to one day be able to synthesize it effectively. Current techniques are insufficient for the task, so we must mine it for now. The amount we take would hardly be noticed, since most is lost naturally before it reaches the surface anyway. We were nearing completion of the base when the digging teams reported some sort of obstruction, an ancient building or artifact, possibly your star map. Transmissions from the base were cut off abruptly after that, and we haven't heard from the station since.
Что там произошло?
We don't know. We just don't know. As you may have noticed, we're hiring a lot of mercenaries around here. Ostensibly, they're to be shipped off-world to aid in our fight against the Sith, but they're really for another purpose. When we lost contact with the station in the Rackard Rift, we sent our contingent of Republic soldiers down to investigate. None returned. We've tried hiring mercenaries and sending them down as well, but none of those expeditions have returned either. The reason we really sent that droid underwater, and the reason we needed its data back so badly, was to find out what happened to the Rackard Rift station. But now that we have the data back, our operation is in no danger of exposure to the Sith. And now I must live up to my end of the bargain.
Как мне спуститься туда?
I took the liberty of having a submarine prepared for your departure. Merely use this card to get past the door behind our KOTOR packing room and enter the sub therein. It has been programmed to take you down to the station, and also to take you back up should you need something. I would send soldiers to assist you, but we've lost many of ours, and nearly exhausted the mercenary population of this planet. The soldiers we have are barely enough to keep this base secure. The Sith have also noted our interest and begun to bribe mercenaries away from us. Please, find out what happened to the facility. There may be some survivors left down there. Perhaps even the head scientist, Kono Nolan. Good luck in your efforts.
Ага. Так. Чтобы они мне не мешали бегать. Я долго буду искать эту контину. Регистрация гонок. Нет. База ситхов. Тоже нет. Это центральная. Видимо, вот это? А, да, это анклав наемников. Это оно. Секунду. Не помню, что. Да, они отправляют их на секретную базу в Харакердской скважине. Ой, боже. Они не могут. Республика недавно лишилась связи с научной базой. Я собираюсь разведать Харакердскую скважину. Ага. Отлично. У меня есть для вас информация. Так, это я ему говорил. Ситхи обучают молодых силкатов традициям темных джедаев. Я убедил вашу дочь отринуть учение ситхов. Мы будем надеяться. Оставьте себе. Найс. Все, преисполнен? Блин, чутка не хватает. Бэм. Пидраним. Забыл кое-что. Секундочку. Минуточку. Чатик Ютуба, конечно же. Добрый вечер, да. Добрый вечер, да. Блядь, да заткнись ты, козел. А то чатик-то я не вижу. Ютубовский. Всё, теперь вижу. Другое дело. Так. Ну, коль такое дело, сейчас подойду. Оба. Оба ничего. Так. А что там внизу-то? Много всяких силкатов. Мины обезвреживать. Но того, чтобы взламывать что-то там нету. Помню. И вот такого критичного. Да-да-да, подлодка. Поплыли.
How did you get in? Did they send another submersible? Quick, we have to get out of here. We have to get away.
Кто ты?
No, we have no time. We have to leave now. I managed to close the door after they killed everyone else, but I don't know how long it will hold.
Я никуда отсюда не уйду.
We have to leave. The Selkath, they went crazy. They started killing anything that moved. Someone must have triggered the defense systems too, because all the droids activated as well. I was one of the mercs the Republic sent down here to find out what happened. We came down and secured the first couple of rooms. There were bodies everywhere. And the Selkath came out, screaming and croaking their fishy little war cries.
Вы дрались с ними?
They swarmed out and over us. There was no way we could stop them. So we ran. But hardly any of us made it. I locked the door behind us, but the others had already left in the submersible. The sharks. The Feroxa out there, and worse. I heard an explosion shortly after the submersible left. They didn't make it. Just food for the sharks and the Selkath. Like us.
Мне нужно попасть внутрь станции.
No! I locked the door so the Selkath won't get in. If you open it, we're all done for.
У меня нет выбора.
If you go in there, you're dead. You're all dead. If you want to die, then go. You won't hear me mourning for you. I'll stay here and be safe until some sort of real rescue comes.
Понятно, все с ним. Пум-пум. Ладно, посмотрим, что тут. Тут, скорее всего, ни хрена. Да, просто как это. Камеры. Что? Понятно, тогда не будем ничего тратить. Привет. KOTOR? Не. Это уж раз 6-й я прохожу, наверное. Ну, может быть, 4-й. Но может быть, 6-й. Я не помню. Так.
You will fall.
Not this again!
Да нет. Ну я бы, конечно, поговорил с тобой. Но не время. Так, ладно. Я же забрал. Мантия джедая магистра, между прочим. Эти-то у меня что одеты? Одевай.
Sure.
Так, это не открывается. Открывается вот это. Окей. Угу. Угу. Ага. Блять, валите его. Валите нахер. Все. Попался. Хер, что он сделает.
Let's see what you got.
Praise the sun, так сказать. Указываю на солнце. Вон там оно, вон там. И почему-то всех это обескураживает. Не понимаю, в чем проблема.
What?
Так, это забираем. Это тоже забираем.
No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it. No problem.
Ну, нефиг пиратить, что я могу сказать. Стимовские не вылетают. Но лучше всего патчить. Причем правильно патчить. Понимать, что ты делаешь. Тогда точно не будет проблем. Меня зовут Боба. Республика послала меня выявить, что здесь происходит.
You're just like the others. Fodder for the Selkath. Walk and fish next. Trump, trump, trump. If you can run, you might be fast food. When the Selkath went insane and started killing everybody, I locked myself in here. I'm safe in here.
Громче, пожалуйста.
No fishy food for me.
Выходи, мы защитим тебя от силкатов.
No, that's what the others said. Mercenaries like you, but they're dead. The Selkath ate them. Lunchy munchy. Only the ones left in the south part of the base might still be alive, where the KOTOR is. Few fishies there, but many fishies in between the water.
Ни разу не удалось мне его вытащить оттуда. Что же свело силката с ума? Силкатов.
Go ask them. When the demon screamed, it shook every mind in the station. We fell to the ground but survived. Fishies, though, they just got hungry.
Ну, наслаждайся. Да выходи. Нет.
Only the ones left in the south part of the base might still be alive.
Так что же их свело с ума?
Go ask them. When the demon screamed, it shook.
Ну выходи.
No. Only the ones left in the.
А что их с ума-то свело, я не понял.
Go ask them.
Не понял?
When the demon screamed, it shook every mind in the station.
Выходи.
Only the.
Ладно. Если не выйдешь, я просто брошу тебя там.
Bye. Go look for fishy people. They'll chomp and bite and chomp and bite. Food for fishy. That's you.
Так, ладно. Пойдем остальную часть разведывать. Нет, Боба, прекрати.
Never too old for this.
I will be your doom!
Так. Акустический излучатель. Угу. Записка ученого. Я кое-что варганил в одной из наших мастерских. Для защиты от фероксанских акул вокруг станции. Этот акустический излучатель должен их отпугнуть. Похоже, под водой звук срабатывает гораздо лучше, чем в воздухе. И если приладить излучатель на водолазный костюм, то нужно просто нажимать на кнопку каждый раз, когда они подплывают ближе, и никаких проблем не будет. Так вот, я тут задумался. А когда мне уже повысить зарплату? Эл Джордан, видимо, разработчик. Звучит. Ну, неудивительно. Так, тут же тупик. Нет, тут не тупик.
No problem.
Это шорткат, да? Нет, это не шорткат. Так. Стране Господне, дайте выбрать. Ладно. Так тоже пойдет.
Is what a Jedi can do.
Я вот в соседней комнате раздамажил.
this again.
Да блин. Только не взрывайся. Триггернул. Насрать по минам. Так, что у нас тут? Ага, стоять. Они сами с собой тут пиздятся еще. Ну да, крыша у них потекла. Да не надо.
Never too old for this.
Записка ученым. Это опять та же самая, что ли? Да, та же самая. Так, снова эта комната. Не. Дайте мне вот это. Да, насрать уже. Пилка лечит. И яд.
No problem.
Так, что тут? Просто сундуки. Вон там комната, да? Угу. Какого черта они при смерти издают звуки этого робота? Что с ними произошло? Так. Ну и наружу. А, вот здесь еще что-то возможно, да? Да.
Didn't work.
Didn't work. А если так? Найс. Кстати, у нее что? Сила +1? Вот тебе сила +2. +4 теперь у тебя. Ей бы еще где-нибудь +1 ловкость.
Yes?
Чтобы она уж танковала, так танковала. Боба, блядь, прекрати. Ну-ка, слезь. Угу. Костюм одеть. Понятно. Значит, в восстановленном контенте можно с собой напарников брать. А в оригинале ты только один ходишь, да? Понял. Мне кажется, в восстановленном контенте еще можно быстрее бегать в этом костюме. Не все? Только 2 мины? Так. Автобег есть? Не. Нет. Есть только вид от первого лица. Жаль. Это сабнавтика, да. Ща акул будем еще пиздить.
Who's there? You're not Cellcast, I can see that much. Are you another rescue crew?
Меня зовут Боба. Республика прислала нас сюда выяснить, что происходит.
I'm a merc the Republic hired a couple days ago to investigate. But all we found was a bunch of insane Cellcast killing everything that moves. All my companions are dead. The Cellcast swarmed over us. There were dozens of them. And they looked wrong somehow. Like something had changed inside them. Insane or something. Oh, I'd have gone back to the surface long ago if this complex hadn't been overrun by all those crazy Cellcasts. There's no way for me to get to the submarine docking bay.
Да они все мертвы. Я поступил по-джедайски и утихомирил их. Что ты делаешь в подводной секции комплекса?
I discovered a way to get to the bay and seal off the rest of the base. I just have to find the KOTOR harvester they built on the edge of the Harakert Rift. It's got an emergency override to open the doors to the submarine docking bay. And I could get in from the outside. I figured my only chance was to slap on an environment suit, head out onto the ocean floor, and check that harvester out for myself. Besides, it's gotta be safer out on the ocean floor than back in there with all those crazed Cellcast mutants running around looking for dinner.
Жди здесь, я пойду выясню.
I'm not spending another minute in this facility. Not with those psychotic fish people all over the place. I'm heading out to the ocean floor right now. It leads to another complex of buildings. Going through them is the only way to reach the KOTOR harvester. We should probably stick together, but I won't wait around in here with the Cellcast. You can catch up with me if you want. Down the hall and through the doors on the right. I'll be waiting on the ocean floor where it's safe.
Мужик, ну зачем? Просил же подождать. Так, здесь ничего, да. Понял. На шестерку это предмет. Да, на шестерку. Окей.
Come on, hurry up. Don't just stand there, we have to keep moving. The water is filled with...
О, накормил рыбу. Я буду использовать. Все. Джедай за защиту животных. Аквариум. Да, конечно, гигантский. Ух, какие, блин. Больше человека. Мозг сдавливаю. Или этот воздушный... Как он называется? Воздушный пузырь. Сдавливаю. Вот они и это всплывают брюхом. Не, мочевой пузырь это другое. Но в принципе от этого они тоже могут всплыть брюхом, наверное. Если он у них вообще есть. Но это инопланетные рыбы, так что может быть и есть. Так, я надеюсь, спидран страта работает? Нет, нихуя не работает. Блин, обидно. Придется вот так вот ползком. Чоп-чоп-чоп-чоп. Спидран? Не, я знаю только про одну механику для спидрана. Да, внимательности не хватает уже, да? Мне нравятся местные очки здесь. Ладно, сейчас в ролике, точнее в диалоге увидим.
No, no, you can't come in here. You'll let the Firaxa and the Selkath in. No, stay out! Stay out! I won't let you open the door for those monsters to get in. I'll stop you. I'll suck all the pressure out of the chamber. That'll stop you.
Kill them! Kill them now!
Ебать, угомонитесь.
60 seconds to complete depressurization.
Бей, бей. Тукай.
54 seconds to complete depressurization. 48 seconds to complete depressurization. 42 seconds to complete depressurization. 36 seconds to complete depressurization. 30 seconds to complete.
No, no. The Firaxa will get us. No, the Selkath are coming. No.
No! No! Ah!
Действительно, Splinter Cell. Успокойтесь. Все будет в порядке.
I'm sorry for what I did. I don't know what came over me. I just panicked when I heard someone outside the door. Please forgive me. I'm just so scared.
We're both just scared.
When the Selkath went crazy, I thought everyone else except me and Sammy went mad. We had a few people outside the station when it happened.
The Firax and sharks just tore them apart. It was like they were frenzied.
The next thing we knew, our Selkath researchers started screaming and clawing
еще гонки.
around them. My team was torn apart and eaten before my eyes. Sammy and me, I thought we were the only ones left. We heard the Selkath outside the doors every once in a while.
Ладно, 21.
Strange noises echoing through the base.
We thought everyone was dead. Dead or insane. I must have been hysterical. I don't know what I can say. I truly apologize for the horrible mistake I was making.
I'm Kono Nolan, and this is Sammy. We were scientists working here on the Harakard Rift project.
Великая игра, в общем. И все это в 2003 году. Чем здесь занималась республика?
We had a secret agreement with the moderates in the Selkath government. They knew that Manan could not survive independently if the Sith were victorious.
Those thugs would wipe out the whole damn planet just to get at the Kolto.
So the Republic approached them about making this secret installation to harvest more Kolto, where the Sith couldn't see us. But all that went horribly, horribly wrong.
А что случилось?
We don't know. Not for sure.
The work teams were outside in the rift, near the vent. Then there was this rumbling and my head felt like it was splitting open.
This monster rose up from the rift.
It was a Firaxa shark, I think. Bigger than anything I'd ever seen before. Bigger than our submersibles.
It was like it was screaming inside my head.
Then all the Selkaths started screaming too. And they turned on us.
Набросились на вас?
It was like they couldn't control themselves. Like the sound that the monster was making in our heads drove them insane.
Well, maybe it was protecting the ruins by the rift.
It could have been. It might have a lair in the Harakard Rift near the Kolto vent. That might explain a few things too.
И никто не знал о ней?
We had no clue at all until it came out. Maybe whatever sort of power it used to drive the Selkath insane masked it from us somehow. Maybe it was lying dormant deeper in the rift.
I think it might live there. Live there because of the Kolto.
Maybe. That would explain more. Why it reacted so violently when our construction efforts got closer to the vent. And also, why it's so large. It must be feeding off the Kolto. It would have to be ancient indeed for it to reach that size. But with Kolto as a food source...
And all those other Phyraxan sharks? Those might be its offspring.
Which would be why they all swarmed when it called out to them. Children coming to protect their mother.
А я их всех убил. И что я могу с этим поделать?
The Phyraxan sharks have always been a serious problem. We had some blasters and projectile cannons to defend against them, but they still got some of our workers from time to time.
We were working on a soluble chemical compound that would drive them away. Something that smelled or tasted repulsive to them, but we never got it working right.
Oh, I think not. Even flawed like it is, it should be ideal for this situation.
No, it's not working right. You don't know what it'll do.
О чем вы говорите?
The repellent we made was supposed to drive Phyraxan sharks away, but we never got very far in its development. The one we tested instead was violently toxic to them, rupturing their outer skin in seconds and preventing them from drawing oxygen from the water by clogging their intakes.
Which is exactly what we need in this situation. Something to kill that monster shark that destroyed our station.
But we don't know how else the chemical reacts. We only tried it in a controlled environment. In the open ocean, who knows what it could do? It could even affect the Kolto.
We know exactly what it'll do. It'll kill the shark. That's what we designed it to do.
Что еще я могу сделать?
You don't need to do anything else. We have a canister of the toxin here right now. We were working on it before the giant Phyraxan drove all the Selkath insane. All you need to do is insert it into the main Kolto harvester and have it vented. Get away as soon as you can. We don't know how much worse it'll affect the giant Phyraxan shark.
Но все же, есть ли у меня другой выбор?
Well, the monster seems to have been driven out by the machinery we installed at the edge of the rift. We've seen it out there on the cameras, bashing itself against the machines. I think if you could destroy the machinery we installed, the shark would calm down and retreat back into its lair inside the rift.
И как мне это сделать?
You can reprogram the harvesting machines to overpressure their self-oxidizing fuel, so that the fuel tank canisters will rupture and the entire machine will destroy itself. The hydrolium gas we use is a gas at 1 to 3 million sangin, a liquid at about 4 million sangin, and a solid above that. When it's a liquid, it's very explosive. If you inject enough of the hydrolium gas into the tank, the pressure will be so great that it'll turn to liquid form and start a chain reaction inside the machine.
But we'll lose everything we've built here. All those years of work.
It's better than whatever your chemical will do to the water.
Я попытаюсь уничтожить сборочную машину.
Good. Destroying the machinery will be better in the long run. We can't risk damaging the environment or the Kolto. You'll have to break into the computer on the harvesting machine and fiddle with the fuel injectors to get the tank pressure up to the point where the hydrolium will liquidize. Once the machinery is gone, the shark should leave.
That won't work and you know it. We have to vent the toxin from the harvesting machine. Once the shark is dead, we can get back to mining the Kolto. You know what you have to do.
I just hope you make the right choice.
Ага. Так, напялим обратно. И топаем. Сюда. Ладно. Вариантов-то больше нету. Да, блядь. Дыхательная маска тут есть. Найс. Так, наверное... У меня дамаг просеет из-за того, что я маску сменил, да? Если я тут кого-то встречу. Будет... не очень приятно. Возможно. Так. А мне куда? Мне сюда? Туда? Выход-то где? Нужный. Вот это, наверное. Да. Так, ну и сейчас будет загадочка. Головоломочка. А вон, собственно, и рыба. Большая. Так. Доступ. Я забыл, что нужно делать. Какую нужно перевести-то? Так, инжекторы заполнены. 0,5. Контейнер. Топливный, видимо, да, надо перевести. Надо задание прочитать. Нет? Отменить. Кто там пишет задание? Миссия для республики. Оно? А, тут 4 надо. Понял. То есть до 4 нужно наполнить контейнер. А как это сделать? Разгрузить, он же полностью разгрузит. Но если по 2 только переносить. Понял. Состояние здесь 3, да? Заполнить контейнер. Носим. Здесь 2 осталось, да? Разгрузить инжектор. Перевести из контейнера инжектор. И как мне это засейвить? Третий нету никакой. А, вон что. Состояние 2 из 3. Допустим. Но это все равно также остается. Но это уже 3 остается. Мне нужно будет 1. А как 1? заполнить инжектор. Вот и один, да? Теперь мы разгружаем контейнер. Переводим. Заполняем инжектор. И опять переводим. Работало. Ёбнуло хорошо. Теперь, когда сборочная машина Кольта уничтожена, исполинская феракса не проявляет враждебности. Вы можете пройти. Да. Итак. Пам-пам-пам-пам-пам-пам-пам. Ага, ага. Угу. Понятно, понятно. Нам сюда. В принципе, по идее, сюда можно просто зайти, да? Шорткат. Да. Спидраним. Бываем. Ну, в принципе, это все, да, тут у нас.
You've returned. I was beginning to fear that you too might have been lost. Did you find out what had happened down there at the facility?
Ваше строительство пробудило нечто.
Something was down there, living in the rift by the Kolto?
Гигантская фероксанская акула, из-за которой все силкаты обезумели.
That's horrible. The entire operation wasted by a disaster we could never in 1,000 years have foreseen. What has happened to the facility itself? Were there any survivors?
Выжило несколько ученых.
That's good to know. Good to know indeed. But what has happened to the facility? Was it damaged?
Я его разъебал.
No, that is terrible. That will set our work back years. It may even cost us the war. While I am glad that you were able to solve our problems, the cost may have ended up being much too high. But you have done your job and helped us in our time of need. And for that I thank you. Oh, and did you end up finding your star map?
О, да, нашел.
You can see by helping us, you helped yourself. Perhaps we can work together again in the future.
Кучер. На 15 эту лучше. Так, наверное, берем все-таки третьи импланты. Хотя какой уровень? 19-й, да? Но до умений я не доберусь, скорее всего, на 20-м. Поэтому либо плюс ХП за каждый уровень. Плюс 20 ХП получается. Либо третьи импланты. Пожалуй, все-таки ХП. Так. Ну, наверное, вот это раскачаю. Ну, какие компьютеры? Так, эти без спидов. И вот это тоже. Все. Пойдем разберемся с Джагой. И по сути все. Дальше только на это. Да опять суд, что ли? Спрашивайте в посольстве, а не меня. Живым меня вам не взять. Ильхи пытались обрушить Каракерскую скважину. Взрывы произошли на исследовательской станции, совместно построенной нашими правительствами. Здрасте, здрасте. Нормально. Заканчиваем с Манауном тут. Оборудование пробудило гигантскую акулу Фераксу. Ну, в этот раз мы на светлой. Я уничтожил оборудование, чтобы сберечь ее. Да все, да, изгоните меня там, не знаю, что-нибудь. Я не против. Благодарность. Оправдан. И валим отсюда с этой помойки. Даже. Ну. Ну и где она? Не мешались мне. KOTOR. Иу. Куда нам? Туда. Иу. Да. Все. Я хочу покинуть эту планету. Учти. Так. У нее диалога не появилось? Говорить о твоем брате.
What is there to talk about? Those sand people took my brother prisoner. Griff may be a slime, but we have to go rescue him. We can't just leave him with those monsters.
Не волнуйся, месье, мы вернем его.
I knew I could count on you. There's definite fringe benefits to being friends with a Jedi.
Видимо, сейчас триггерится он. Но окей, мне все равно на Татуин. Так, ну надо поговорить с ними. Что случилось после того, как погиб твой отец?
After my father died, my mother was left to support me alone. A single non-human woman living in one of the worst, most violent slums on Terrace. It was not easy for her.
Что случилось?
When my father was killed, it seemed that something in her began to die as well. She worked as hard as she was able. But over time, she began to waste away. I later learned that she was unable to get enough money to feed both of us, and had to start borrowing from the exchange, a band of cutthroats and smugglers. But even that was not enough. She hid what she was doing from me. She gave most of her food to me so that I would be strong, but she herself was suffering deeply from it. In the end, she could go on no longer, and collapsed at the cantina where she worked one day.
Она умерла?
She never recovered. There was nothing really that I could do for her. She left me no money, and no doctor would see her without being paid first. I sat by her bed for days as she lay there dying. I never want that to happen to someone I care about ever again. But there was still the money she had borrowed. She had never paid it back and made no provisions for her death. You must understand. The exchange is brutal. They care nothing for the life of a sentient being. They are the major suppliers of slaves on Terrace.
И ты попала в рабство, да?
They thought it would be appropriate that, with my mother owing them money, the debt should be passed on to me. And with no way to pay, they took me by force. You have no idea what it is like to be bound like a beast and treated as such. It was the worst time of my life. They treated me like livestock. They were waiting for a buyer to give them some credits for me when the Jedi came to fight the Mandalorians.
И они освободили тебя?
The Jedi could not abide by what they saw there, and drove the exchange from the face of the world, freeing those of us imprisoned there. But the Jedi soon left to fight their war, and I was left with a dream.
Что ты делала?
I swore that I would become a Jedi. As soon as I had enough money to do it, I bought passage on a freighter headed for Dantooine, and we both know what has happened since then.
Джухань.
I am grateful to you for having given me the opportunity to fulfill my dream, rather than become what I hated. Someday, I may make it up to you. But for now, let us keep on the task at hand.
И никакого прогресса? Ладно, дед, ты что скажешь? Что ты думаешь о вердикте Санри?
I don't know what to make of it, to tell the truth. Do you think justice has been done?
Не особо.
That has little to do with the law, doesn't it? A sad state of affairs, that. Too bad, really. Sunry was a good man once. I don't want to talk about this anymore. My jaw aches. Got something on your mind?
Почему ты покинул джедаев?
Who said I left the Jedi?
То есть тебя выгнали? Хочешь сказать, что ты все еще джедай?
Well, technically I was only a Padawan. Not that that makes a difference to most, but as for the Order itself, no, I never left it. It left me.
В смысле он покинул тебя?
You know what I hate? Well, you know, lots of things really, but I'm old and easily annoyed, but that's besides the point. What I really hate are how most people view the Jedi. Everyone thinks that the Jedi are perfect, that they can do no wrong. They think the Jedi Council is completely incapable of injustice.
Я-то уж точно так не думаю.
I guess you aren't as stupid as you sometimes act. No doubt you've been on the receiving end of Jedi justice at least once, eh? And I'm not even talking about how some of us fall to the dark side. No, that's plenty indication of our fallibility, but it's something else entirely. No, I'm talking about how more than often not, your average robe-wearing Jedi can try to do the right thing and still be completely wrong.
Значит, джедаи как-то несправедливо с тобой обошлись, я так понимаю?
No, the Jedi always treated me well. It would be foolish and untrue to say otherwise. That's not what I meant anyway. Come to think of it, I don't have to be clear. Someone my age is entitled to ramble, damn it. But for your sake, I'll try to explain. I'll tell you a little tale about a Jedi master I once knew. Hortath, I think. Or was it Hortoth? I can never get it straight.
Ну, давай, рассказывай.
Where was I then? Oh, yes, Master Hortath. He was a kindly old Jedi who meant well, but the most nearsighted in the core, I swear. He would walk into walls, knock over tables, mistake apprentices for rancor beasts, that sort of thing. And he was too proud to submit to proper treatment. Some used to counsel him in the urge to use the Force, Master Hortath. Allow the Force to see for you. But he refused to believe that his eyes were failing. He simply squinted more and more as the years went on, the other Jedi resignedly passing it off as the amusing quirk of a compassionate old man.
Продолжай.
One day a young Padawan meets Master Hortath in the courtyard and, not knowing of his blindness, asks him for directions to the council. Quite sure of himself, Hortath gave the lad directions, which happened to lead back outside and away from the Enclave. The Padawan is confused, naturally, and he asks if Master Hortath is sure, and of course Master Hortath says that he is. The Padawan suggests that perhaps he should ask someone else, but the proud Hortath now feels insulted. He tells the Padawan to take the route he prescribed and no other. Rather dejectedly, the Padawan did as he was told, and so ended up leaving the Jedi Order forever. It was decided that the boy's fate was to leave the Order anyway, though whether that was out of respect for Hortath or because the boy went on to something else, well, we'll never know.
Как связано то, что Падаван покинул джедаев с тем, что джедаи покинули тебя?
Not much. I never knew the Padawan nor met Master Hortath himself. He was before my time.
Не понимаю.
The tale is about blindness, and I thought the point was clear. At any rate, you think about it. You're the one who asked why the Jedi left me, remember? Now let's get going. My feet are itching for a good run.
Окей. Так, ну хотя бы у него прогресс. Так, с Ичкеем вообще ничего не будет, потому что нету
We've got to go to the dune seas of Tatooine, so I can find Jagi and kill him for his insult to me.
Что там произошло? Почему Джаги так зол на тебя?
This is between me and Jagi. You don't have to get involved. If you're lucky, he might spill something before I spread him in a paste over the dunes.
Ладно. Мы посмотрим на это. Так, вот это надо улучшить. Оглушение. Дополнительные криты, я так понимаю. Сражение бластерных. Пускай так будет. Дополнительный крит урон. Насколько я понимаю. Так, сперва наявен. Возможно, там у нас квест продолжится. Да, на нас напали. Испанцы.
Incoming fighters.
Так, ну судя по тому, что тут ворота закрыты, сейчас будет продолжение квеста. И новый ассортимент у продавца.
Ичута! Какинча навабагаон! Багвашан контимачит ки мулира кункин.
Ну, видимо, на входе мне вырезали глаза. Давай сыграем. Ну, Коль, такое дело. Ну-ка. Подонок. Знал. Вот это накал. Корень кал. Сука.
Ичута. Какинки. Ичутки. Каки.
Какие? Это, видать, зависло.
Ичута. Каки.
Нет.
Ичутки.
Продать. Так. Нет? Все, забаговалось? Ну ладно. Вернемся позже. Так, сюда. Сюда. Этот. Это. Да.
Huh?
Скрытность-то нахрена?
Sure.
Пойдет. Так, сначала, наверное, Андерус квест. Ю. Ю. Пусти меня. Так, где он? Вот это, да? Дюнное море. Нам туда. Пидраним. Как они там разобрались? И где он? Баба, уйди. Так, а та часть тоже считается дюнное море? Нет. Так, ну здесь его нет. Да, блять. И?
I've been given a challenge I can't ignore. We've got to go to the dune seas of Tatooine so I can find Jagi and kill him for his insult to me. The sooner we get to Tatooine, the better.
Но мы на Татуине, ёбаный рот. Что тебе еще нужно? Ладно, сделаем вот так тогда. Так пойдет? Джаги твоего не видно.
I've been given a... This is between me and Jagi. You don't have to get involved. If you're lucky, he might spill something before I spread him in a paste over the dunes.
Это тоже дюнное. эта часть. Значит, он где-то тут, да, был? Но где? Тихо. Ага.
Ah, so you managed to come after all. I see you brought friends.
You brought some of your own as well.
Ha! Indeed I did. I foresaw that you might need help, so I arranged a distraction.
А я здесь по своей воле.
I do not need to hear your excuses, Jedi. I know why he brought you.
Enough of this talk, Joggy. Let's do what we came here to do.
Ну, раз консулы, будем убеждать. По-моему, вам обоим нужно успокоиться.
We both know the stakes here, and we both know what we must do. It is only in death that this can end.
This is a matter of honor. I cannot stand by this insult. I must do this.
Зачем тебе сражаться с Кандерусом, Джаги?
In the battle above the world of Althea, he ordered us to attack the enemy flank, promising us support. But when he saw better prospects for his own glory, he abandoned us and left us to die surrounded by enemies.
If I had not attacked when I did, the battle would not have been won so easily.
It would still have been won. You sent your own men to die there, Canderous. I cannot forgive you for what you did to us. You will pay.
That's not the way it happened.
Почему ты их бросил?
The Altheri were fighting hard. I saw a break in their defenses that left their center exposed. I had to take the chance. If I had not done what I did, many more warriors would have died and the battle would have taken much longer. I stand by my decision.
You coward. You glory hunter. You were given direct orders and were part of a plan. You had a responsibility to us.
I can regret their loss, but it was necessary.
Джаги, он выполнил хитрый тактический маневр.
He left us to die when his responsibility was to us. Instead, he went hunting more glory for himself.
Других? Не. Он хотел закончить битву как можно быстрее.
He may have saved others in the long run, but why did you have to leave us there to die while you chased glory somewhere else?
I saw a chance and I had to take it. It ended the battle quicker than we would have otherwise, and many of our warriors may have died. Mandalore taught us that opportunism and flexibility in battle were to be admired. You may contradict me, but do you contradict him as well?
No, I see that I have been wrong. I have not been true to the teachings of Mandalore. You were right. I was wrong to question your honor, but I must now cleanse mine with my life.
Туда ему и дорогу. Всем не обязательно это делать.
And so it shall be.
Суициднулся. Хотел сказать, обойдется без смертного убийств. Но... Так, мужики, а вы что хотели? Они, видать, просто охуели от происходящего. Ну, по-джедайски. По-джедайски. Убедили мужика суициднуться. Осуждаем суицид, конечно же. Типичный джедайский ход. Загазлайтите оппонента.
Master?
Так. Ну что, он появился тут? После диалога-то. Так, ну не тут. Угу. Нет, не появился.
Hey there. What can... Talk. What is there to talk about? The Griff may be a slime.
Он, вероятно, уже мертв.
You heard the Zerka rep. The Sand People sometimes take prisoners. Say what you want about Griff, but I can't make you go after my brother. But you're the only one who can save him.
Ну, я ничего не могу сделать. Видать, баганулся квест. В очередной раз.
Query. What do you...
Убейте. Ладно, ладно. Безрезультатно. Итак, что у нас? Видимо, все.
What is it? Of course.
Got something on.
Ты знаешь о ситхах?
Bad men. Women too, to be fair.
Это явно не все, что ты о них знаешь.
Oh, indeed. They make a fine sandwich also. But don't tell the Jedi Council I said that.
Я бы попробовал их сэндвичи. Но, скорее всего, они пережаренные. Пережаренные это, котлеты, да. Так ты знаешь что-нибудь важное о ситхах или нет?
And just what gave you the impression that I know anything more about the Sith than you do?
С твоих слов ты сказал, что сражался с ними.
Oh, that's right. Damn the ears of the young. I was expecting you to be your usual inattentive self when I mentioned that. So it's true, yes. I fought plenty of Sith. That was during the time of Exar Kun. Oh, 40 years ago now. Has it been that long?
Это те же ситхи, с которыми мы боремся сейчас?
No, of course not. The Sith have come and gone for ages. They were not called the Sith many thousands of years ago, perhaps. But the dark side was always present, without a doubt. Oh, sure, occasionally the light side comes close to vanquishing the dark. But the dark always returns. The fact that Exar Kun was defeated didn't mean the Sith would never return, as they obviously have now. Everyone knows that.
Что же случилось во время войны с Экзаром Куном?
That is not a pleasant time to remember. After Exar Kun fell to the dark side, he attempted to recruit other Jedi to his cause. What surprised us, what took us completely unprepared, was how utterly successful he was. Many Jedi joined him and became Sith themselves. Why they did, I will never truly know, but they did. Battle broke out throughout the Order, pupil against master. We fought ourselves.
Наверное, это было сложно.
Yes, more than difficult. Next to impossible. How do you fight against someone you love? I dislike such memories. It leaves a taste in the mouth that... it is a sadness I thought I had put aside long ago. Ask me about the war some other time, just not now. I would prefer to be by myself for now.
Угу. А у него все продолжается. Итак, система звездной кузни. Да? Сейчас, секунду. Ай, блядь, зачем я туда полетел? Ну да ладно, поздно. Обойдемся без лута Евина. Наверное.
You are strong, child. But I will break you.
I'll never fall to the dark side. You think torture will turn me, Malik? You're a fool.
Torture? No, dear Bastila. You misunderstand. This is but a taste of the dark side to whet your appetite. When you finally swear loyalty to me, it will be willingly.
Never.
Such resolve in your words, but I see the truth in your heart. The dark side calls to you, Bastila.
Какой же он веселый.
To taste it, become my apprentice, and all its power can be yours.
Как же он любит смеяться.
The Starforge. I've never seen anything like it. I'm transmitting these coordinates to Admiral Dodonna. Maybe a quick strike by the Republic can cripple the Sith fleet. Message is away. Now we can just wait for the Republic to show up. We should be safe here. We're outside their sensor range. Small vanguard of Sith fighters coming in hard. Someone needs to get on those gun turrets. Take those fighters out before they report our position to the main fleet.
Да поехали уже.
Incoming fighters.
Хитрый какой, в слепую зону залетел.
Oh, we've got problems. We've flown to some kind of disruptor field. All my instruments are jammed. We've got massive overloads in all systems. I'm picking up a single planet in this system. I'll try and put us down there. Hold on. This may be a rough landing.
Talk about your rough landings, Karth. What's the matter? You're flying like you've been on an all-night Teresian ale drinking binge.
That disruptor field fried our stabilizers. We're lucky we made it down in one piece. But if I can't find the salvage to make repairs, I won't even be able to get the Ebon Hawk.
During our rather rapid descent, I noticed the hulls of many crashed ships scattered across the landscape. Perhaps the parts you need can be found among the wreckage.
The KOTOR's right. This planet's a technological graveyard. I saw dozens of downed ships out there. That disruptor field must have wiped them all out. But where could it be coming from?
Even if we get the stabilizers fixed, we have to find and disable the source of that disruptor field before we can take off. Otherwise, we'll just end up crashing again.
Интересно, почему подавляющее поле не действует на корабли ситхов?
They must have some kind of protection against it, but the Republic fleet won't. We have to find a way to disable that disruptor field, or the Sith will slaughter them.
T3 is picking up massive power fluctuations on the ship's sensors. They seem to be coming from some type of large stone structure to the east. It looks like some kind of ancient temple.
Не будем про Бастил вспоминать. Пойдемте осмотрим его.
Good idea. If that temple's generating power, it probably has something to do with that disruptor field.
Hey, don't forget about Bastila, guys. We still have to rescue her too.
I only hope we're not too late. Bastila has been Malak's prisoner for a long time. If he can turn her to the dark side, she will join him, and the Sith will be in...
Бас кто? Впервые слышу. Бастила никогда бы не перешла на темную сторону.
I fear Bastila will find the lure of the dark side difficult to resist. She is strong in the Force, but she's also impulsive, willful, and proud, as you once were, Revan.
Не называй меня так. Я больше не Реван.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Now that you know your true identity, I was afraid you might slip back over to the dark side. If Bastila feels as you do, there may yet be hope for her.
Well, if Bastila's on the Starforge like you think, Jolie, then we can't rescue her until we disable that disruptor field. The sooner we investigate that temple to the east, the better. We can probably find the wreckage of a downed ship along the way. And if we're lucky, we can salvage some stabilizers from it to get off this planet.
I hope everything works out as smooth as you make it sound, Karth.
Well, so do I, Mission. So do I.
Найс. Все, преисполненный. Блять. А что ж так мало-то дали? Ну ладно. Так, с дедом еще раз можно поговорить? Теперь ты хочешь поговорить о войне? Может, не будем откладывать на завтра?
Nothing is private anymore, it looks like. There's no escaping it, I guess. So be it. My wife's name was Neyama. She was the Yukatis enforcer who shot me out of the sky, if you remember.
Какое отношение твоя жена имеет к этой войне?
My wife had plenty to do with the war. Upon meeting her, I knew right away that she was strong in the Force. That's why she was able to shoot me down. Neyama was a marvel of a woman. Fiery, determined, smart. She dragged me to the capital and foiled 3 of my attempts to escape prison. Oh, and that body.
That body. Война?
Well, yes, that. Needless to say, I eventually won her over. That was after I kidnapped her upon being broken out of the Yukatis prison, mind you. But, that's another story entirely. At any rate, I wanted to train her in the Jedi way. The Council refused my request, naturally. I was still a Padawan at the time. I was an experienced Padawan, surely, but not yet ready to be a full Jedi, and certainly not ready to train another, especially not one so old as my wife.
Значит, ты ослушался совет джедаев?
I did. I wasn't the first and I won't be the last. The problem with self-righteous folk is they think they're more right than everyone else. I believed in her and trained her in secret. I ignored her willful nature. I loved her too much to see fault in her, and she loved me too. I know she did. At the time, our love was a shared bliss, better than anything I had known before or since.
Так что же случилось?
XR Kun is what happened. Neyama was inspired by XR's promises of a new golden age. She wanted to join him. She came to me, pleading with me to throw aside what she called the decrepit trappings of the Jedi, to join her in XR's war.
Значит, она пала на темную сторону?
I hadn't thought so, not right then. I was too proud to believe that of her. I had trained her myself. I loved her. I pleaded with her to reconsider, to think about all that she was throwing away, to think about what she would become. She would have none of it. Finally, in frustration, she attacked me. She drew her lightsaber and attempted to strike me down. It was a scene being repeated everywhere throughout the galaxy. Pupil against master. In my case, it was a long and terrible battle, but I defeated her.
Ты убил ее?
No. I had her at my mercy, disarmed and defenseless. She looked up at me and she knew. She knew I couldn't do it.
Думаю, у меня бы тоже не вышло.
But I should have. Sometimes I convince myself otherwise, but it's no use. She had fallen to the dark side when she raised her saber against me, and I let her go. To my shame, she went on to kill many Jedi during the war, until she herself was slain in the final battle. I grieved for her death, inevitable as it was, even as the Jedi Council put me on trial for my actions once the war was over.
Они осудили тебя?
I had trained Neyama against their wishes. I had failed to kill her when I had the chance, and she went on to kill others. Not to mention that I had remained a Padawan throughout the war. A formality, perhaps, but with the trial, it had to be decided if I was worthy to become a Jedi at all. It was a travesty, of course. I told you that even the Jedi were capable of great injustices, didn't I?
Да, согласен. Они ведь уничтожили мой разум.
But I deserved to be tried. They found me innocent. Even though I deserved every punishment and more, they let me go. Mitigating circumstances, they said. I deserved compassion, they said. They said I had learned wisdom the hard way. For all I had done during the war, they wished to raise me to full Jedi status at long last. That was when the Jedi left me. That was when they failed me.
Не понимаю.
Oh, maybe you don't at that. They may have been able to forgive me. I could never forgive myself.
И ты все еще веришь, что любовь стоит такого риска?
Yes, I do, I suppose. Does that surprise you? It is all so long ago, lost in the winds, I suppose. Nobody cares what an old man believes anymore, do they? Let's continue on with the task at hand. I would prefer to think of the present today.
Угу. Понятно. Даже можно еще продолжить. Но, видимо, я уже не успею. Ну все. На сегодня со Звездными войнами. Все. Пойдем смотреть фильмы. а потом Диабло играть.